Year 17. All right, as NFL camps get underway today, NFL.com listed their power rankings of the league's head coaches. Bill Belichick naturally topping the list at number 1, followed by Pete Carroll, Sean Payton, Andy Reid, and Doug Peterson. Meanwhile, Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett was ranked 17th. All right, now we got 3-time NFL Pro Bowler Keyshawn Johnson joining us at the debate desk. So I've been saying this all week. I feel like it's my line now. It's time to throw him the damn ball. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm a little tired of hearing that, but that's
You know
all right.
what? I won't say it again. If you come back tomorrow, you will not hear those words come out of my mouth.
I'm messing with you. It's all good. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
What's going on, Key?
I'm good. I'm nice view, nice set.
You don't want to be here. You want to be back west.
No, it's good for this moment.
Okay.
Well, it's nice to have you here.
Yeah.
You're in Bristol.
He stole my old radio
week.
producer, Raj.
Yeah, he does. Raj is doing a good job.
Yeah, doing good, yeah.
Yeah, he's diving off balconies and stuff in the swimming pools, but that's a whole nother story.
All right, guys, let's dive right into this. Is Jason Garrett a top 10 NFL coach?
I think so. I know I'm going to get jumped on for this.
You what?
I know. I mean, I'm in the unpopular opinion, but let's talk about this. This list is based on not necessarily the longevity of your career, but what you've done recently. If you look at the last 5 years of Jason Garrett's career, he had Tony Romo, they were awesome, 12-2, won a playoff game, lost in the second round. Then Tony Romo got hurt. They went 4-12. That's understandable. The following year, Tony Romo was hurt again. He took a rookie quarterback. They went 13-3. They would have gotten past to the championship round if it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers' miraculous heroics on that great pass to the corner to the tight end. And then last year, or the year after that, they were 9-7. And then last year, they made offense alter in the middle of the season, brought in a receiver, which changed their team altogether, made a run, got into the playoffs, won another first-round game. I'm looking at this list of people. There are several people in front of him who do not have the same resume. So I understand that he's an easy person for us all to pile on and blame for all the issues, but he's been successful. And if you take his name off of it, you take his goofy face out of there that we all like to look at and laugh, and you look at what he's done recently, it's been really impressive. A lot of teams, and their names on this list, Pete Carroll, that's who he beat last year in the first round of the playoffs. It's not like he hasn't done anything.
Let me ask you a question. Would you take him over any of those dudes on that list?
Oh yeah, give me Jason Garrett over Bill Belichick.
See, now you're just looking for clickbait.
I'm just playing. I wouldn't actually put that out there, but I feel comfortable.
I want you to read that list.
No, put the list back up.
Put the list up. I want you to look at that list.
Let's go.
Let me see.
Okay, so would you take him over Bill Belichick?
Obviously not.
Okay, would you take
start at the bottom? Start at the bottom.
Okay, would you take him over Coach Zim? Mike Zim.
I would take him over Coach Zimmer. What he's done recently has been more impressive.
You would take him over Coach Zimmer.
Coach Zimmer is an awesome coach. Their defense has been impressive.
When has Jason Garrett ever made a decision that makes him a top 10 head coach?
That's
just one thing I'm saying, Don.
Okay, I understand that. That's easy for us all to say because none of us really know.
Would you take him over Mike Zimmer?
Hold on, stop. You can't point to these decisions. We aren't in the headsets. We don't know when Mike Zimmer has made an in-game adjustment. You can attribute that to a coordinator. You know, it could be a player.
How bad were the Cowboys when Tony Romo got hurt? How bad were they?
They were awful.
Okay.
They were 4-12, and that was 1 year.
Okay.
Then he got hurt, and Dak was there, and they were 3-13.
Okay. When you have a top 10 coach or a coach that knows how to coach it up, you can lose a player of Tony Romo's caliber, and you can still be competitive as hell. I was 1-15 with Richie Kotite. A year later, AFC Championship game against the Denver Broncos. Because we got a coach in there that knew what to do in Bill Parcells. 2 years later, we lose Vinny Testaverde. We make some adjustments. We take Ray Lucas, who was a quarterback play special teams from Rutgers, and all of a sudden we make a strong run and almost win the division.
Right.
My whole point of that is Jason Garrett doesn't, to me, hasn't better yet, made any defining decisions in his coaching career that made you go, wow, I can't believe that they did that.
But you know what he has done? he's made decisions that make you go, wow, that is the most conservative.
Exactly.
Punting. You got Ezekiel Elliott. It's 4th down. You need 1 yard, and you're punting from midfield, basically. No, but the point
so his bad decisions are overblown. All the coaches on that list have bad decisions.
But
they got good decisions too.
He has good ones too. To Keyshawn's point, when Tony Romo was out, they went 13-3. So he was able to coach that team.
13-3 with who?
With Dak Prescott. That was Dak
Ezekiel Elliott.
Rookie year.
Ezekiel Elliott.
You were on this show yesterday saying you need to give him $35 million a year.
He's good.
So if he was good, so if he's good, then he had a good quarterback.
It can be both. It can be both.
Okay, wait,
you can have a good quarterback and a good coach.
Hold on.
And you're comparing him to Bill Parcells. Obviously, I'm not comparing him to Bill Parcells.
I'm comparing them coaches.
I'm just saying he's better than you guys give him credit.
Your argument is that Jason Garrett, I agree, like sometimes he gets underrated. If he's 17, that sounds about right to me. Maybe a tick high. He's like a middle of the pack type guy, more or less.
In all honesty, that list is about right. There's about 10 head coaches in the NFL
that are different.
That are good. Yep. And then the rest of them dudes, get them out.
Yeah.
Get them out.
They're interchangeable, but Garrett's one of those guys. But my point with Garrett is if you look at the Cowboys roster, look at what he had to work with, and you give him all this credit for success. No playoff wins. What do you have to – quarterback?
What do you mean no playoff wins?
I'm talking about with it one playoff win this last
2 playoff wins.
No, how do you
He
think?
won one with Romo.
Yeah, they won one with Romo.
No. I'm talking about with this roster.
Okay, I got you.
Since the quarterback changeover, right? Do you have a quarterback?
Check.
Check. Do you have a running back?
Check.
Do you have wideouts?
Check.
Do you have a defense?
Check.
Every single thing he needs, and you give him credit for just making the playoffs.
No, I'm not giving him credit for making the playoffs. I'm giving him credit for winning the division, being the number 1 overall seed.
That's fine.
Or number 2 seed.
He's not a top 10 coach, though.
Football is a game where you're in the playoffs. Sometimes the best team doesn't win. I think that team was better.
Bruce Arians is not on that list.
Yeah.
And he can't touch Bruce as a coach.
Right.
He can't touch Bruce as a coach.
Find someone who says something that Bruce Arians is not a good coach.
No, I guess the argument is different. It's different being a head coach and an offensive mind. I think that Bruce Arians and Mike Zimmer.
He's a good head coach.
I think he's a good head coach too, but I think that he deserves to be in the top 10. We're treating him as if he's awful. Like, I'm not saying that he's the type of guy that can come into a bad. He's no Bill Parcells.
No, I'm not treating him as he's awful. I'm treating him as if he doesn't belong in the top. Did you see that list?
I saw the list.
He's not. So is he better than Mike Tomlin?
List. He's up there with Mike Tomlin.
Oh, come on.
In recent seasons.
You're going to be on the internet. You just said that. They getting ready to put you on the internet all day tomorrow.
I'm saying, in their recent success, they're comparable.
You can't compare him to Mike Tomlin.
A Mike Tomlin team has never rolled over on a season, ever. A Mike Tomlin team at worst is 8-8. He's won a Super Bowl. He makes playoff runs.
You've talked about how Garrett has all these things. Mike Tomlin has those things too. And
sometimes Mike Tomlin had years with no offensive line, no defense.
Here's how I'm going to kill it off, though, real quick. If I got Mike Tomlin and I got Jason Garrett both available in the same year, who you think they're going to hire, man?
Mike Tomlin.
Okay, then let's not have that conversation.
That don't mean they're right.
Oh, come on.
That don't mean they're right.
But they are.
Hold on. They probably are right, but that doesn't mean that they are. I'm just saying, in general, Jason Garrett is underappreciated for the success that he has.
I don't think he's underappreciated.
I'm not saying.
Dominic, let's put it this way. Remember when I said check? Now let's get to the head coach. I said offensive line, quarterback, running game, wideouts, defense. Check. Head coach. Is that a check?
No,
it's not. And let me tell you something. The Cowboys realize this. The Cowboys fans realize this, and they've isolated the variables. It's come down to, is it the quarterback or the coach? And let me give you a hint. It's the coach.
And another thing, Dom, if he was a top 10 head coach and they felt that way, he wouldn't be playing for his job, coaching for his job right now.
I understand.
He would have another 4 years on his contract.
They don't believe that because they wouldn't need to isolate the variable. So if they believe that he wasn't good enough, they would have gotten rid of him altogether. So you're saying that they're isolating the variable to put him out there?
They're giving him one last shot at this because the team is set up for postseason success. If Zeke doesn't hold out,
Jerry Jones needs a head coach.
I wouldn't argue this side of the table standing firm that he is not a top 10. Backing down from the argument
He's perfect
for
in
a
that
little bit.
situation.
He's got him like 15
Still to
now.
come on
He's
first
not
take
top
a
10
lead.
elsewhere.
I can't believe he said Mike Tomlin
no
and him
more,
is the
but
same.
do Russell
They're not
Wilson
the
and Pete
same.
Carroll make the Seahawks
all right,
the New
everyone takes
England
L's.
Patriots of the
Sometimes. Can't
NFC?
be
One of these
undefeated.
guys says absolutely not.